Unit 7 is about microorganisms. Micro. What the meaning of micro? Micro. What does it mean? Micro. What size is it? Is it a big size or a small size? Micro. As you can see, micro means very small. Today we are going to deal with microorganisms. What are the microorganisms? We are going to talk about viruses and bacteria, as you can see from the pictures. Viruses and bacteria. Okay. First of all, so we are going to start with viruses and bacteria. Let's see the new words. Before we start reading the text, let's have the new vocabulary. Exercise number B. Match the words with their meanings. This is an example. New words. Let's start with the first one. Causative. Causative. What does it mean? Causative means acting as the cause. We have here a key word, which is cause. What do you mean of cause? So it is the new, or it is the key word. كلمة مفتاحية. Acting as the cause. So it means cause مسبب of something. The second word is pneumonia. Notice with me, the first letter is soundless. Pneumonia. With D. What does pneumonia means? It is concerning to the lungs. Lungs. An acute inflammation of the lungs. الرئات. مرض في الرئة. The third word, as you can see, all the words here related to health. The third word is symptom. What is the key word? What does symptom mean? Symptom means a sign that something exists, especially bad. A sign. مؤشر. إشارة. The first word is God. What does it mean? What is the key word here? The key word here is a tube. Tube. A tube in the body through which food passes. من خلاله يعبر الطعام. When it leaves the stomach عندما يغادر الأمعاء. The fifth word is decompose. What does it mean? The key word is to destroy gradually. Destroy gradually by natural chemical processes. Natural chemical processes. يتفكك. The sixth word is digest. What does it mean? Let's see. Digest means to change food. What is the key word here? The key word here is food. Digest is related to food. To change food, you have just eaten into substances that your body can use. The seventh word is hijack. What does it mean? Let's discover. Hijack means attack to control something. The key word here is attack. يهاجم. And the eighth word is swap. What does it mean? Let's find out. Swap means a small amount of a substance that is taken from someone's body in order to test. What is the key word here? The key word here is small amount. It means عينة من الدم, for instance. These are the new words, the new vocabs, which will appear in our lesson. Let's go back to the text and start reading. So we are going to read about viruses and bacteria and to discover what are the differences between the two items, the two things here. Let's start reading. Who will read? Who can start reading?
The two most common causative agents of infection disease are the virus and the bacteria.
Yes. So, at the first sentence, the two most common causative agents of infections. Infections equals or similar to diseases, أمراض, are viruses and bacterium. Bacterium, singular. Yeah, continue.
They both are seen by the naked eye. They can cause similar symptoms and are often spread in the same way.
Thank you. They both means viruses and bacteria. They both are tiny, very small, tiny, to be seen by naked eye. To be seen by naked eye. They need a microscope. They need glasses to see them because they are very tiny. They can cause similar symptoms and are often spread in the same way. وتنتشر spread in the same way بالطريقة نفسها. So viruses and bacteria are similar in the way they spread الطريقة اللي بينتشروا فيها. Let's continue and see what we have. Who will continue?
Bacteria are living organisms, but virus aren't. Bacterium is a single complex cell. It can serve on its own inside or outside the body. This allows bacteria to live in many places.
Thank you. Thank you, Sana. Let's have the idea. Bacteria are living organisms, living, حية. But viruses aren't. So this is the difference between them. Bacteria are living organisms, خلايا حية. But viruses aren't. ليس. A bacterium, الجرثوم, is a single complex cell. Cell means خلية معقدة. It can survive. It can live on its own. It can survive. It can live in its own, inside or outside the body. Here, as you can notice, we have a word, it, written in bold. مكتوب بالأسود عريض. Bold. What does it refer to? What do they mean when using it? What does it mean here, it? على مين عائد it هون؟ What's covered?
Bacteria.
Yes. A bacterium. مفرد bacteria. Yes. نتابع النص. This allows bacteria to live in many places. وين ممكن تعيش البكتيريا؟ بيعطونا examples. Soil, water, plants, and the human body. Let's continue. Who will continue reading?
Soil, water, plants, and the human body. Most bacteria aren't harmful. We have many bacteria on and inside our body. Especially.
Yes, especially.
the gut to help digest food, digested food. Also serve many vital roles in nature by decomposing organized matter and by converting nitrogen to some class
chemicals. Thank you, honey. Let's reread it. Most bacteria aren't harmful. Most bacteria aren't bad. We have many bacteria on and inside our body, especially in the gut. Why? To help digest food. They also serve many vital roles in nature, not only inside our bodies, in nature also, by decomposing organic matter and by converting nitrogen, تحويل النيتروجين into chemicals usable, قابل للاستخدام by plants. Let's continue and see what more information do we have here. Okay, read. Sana, are you ready?
Viruses are smaller and aren't called unique bacteria. They need a host such as a human or an animal to
multiply.
Virus only grow and reproduce inside the host cell. They infect. Their life involves the hijacking.
Yes.
Of the Bushim cell activities of a living cell.
Thank you very much, Sana. I will read it, but notice I will reread the text, but notice the pronunciation, Sana. They also serve many vital roles in nature by decomposing organic matter and by converting nitrogen to chemicals usable by plants. On the other hand, viruses are smaller and aren't cells. ليست خلايا الفيروسز. Unlike bacteria, opposite of like, unlike bacteria, they need a host, بحاجة إلى مضيف, such as a human or animal to multiply, بتتكاثر. As you can see here, we have a word in bold, written in bold. What does they refer to? Who can guess? What does they refer to? Viruses. They need a host, as we have said, as a human or an animal to multiply. Viruses only grow and reproduce inside the host cells. They infect. Their life involves the hijacking of the biochemical activities of a living cell. Let's continue. Go on, of course.
Viruses and bacteria are different in how they cause infection. As the names suggest, virus cause viral infection.
Yes.
Whereas bacteria cause bacterial infection.
Yes.
Virus infect a host cell and them implanted by the thousand living the host and infected other cells of the body.
Thank you.
That is.
Thank you. Let's reread that and see the meaning. Thank you. Viruses and bacteria differ in how they cause infections. كيف يسببون العدوى. As the name suggests, viruses cause viral infections, viral, related to viruses, whereas bacteria cause bacterial infections, bacterial related to bacteria. Infections, diseases means viruses infect a host cell and then multiply by the thousands, leaving the host and infecting other cells of the body. Diseases caused by a viral infection include influenza, common cold, flu. These are examples. Flu, AIDS, and COVID-19. These diseases are caused by viruses. Bacteria, on the other hand, have a more varied operation and will often infect when the right opportunity arises. عندما تسنح الفرصة. Bacterial infections include pneumonia. These are examples. Pneumonia, strep throat, ear infection, and food poisoning. These are examples about diseases caused by bacteria. Now, let's have this, the last paragraph. Who will start reading the last paragraph? Okay? Who will read the last paragraph? Hannah? Are you ready?
In fact, it's very important to know whether bacteria or virus cause an infection because the treatments differ. It can be very difficult to know what causes an infection because the viral and bacterial infection can cause similar symptoms.
Yes.
Doctors need a sample of your urine, blood, or swab from your nose or throat to see what infection you have.
Thank you very much, Hannah. Thank you. The last paragraph says, in fact, it's very important to know whether if bacteria or viruses cause the infection. It's important to know because the treatments differ. معالجة تختلف. It can be difficult to know what causes an infection because viral and bacterial, viruses or bacteria means infections can cause similar symptoms. Doctors need a sample of your urine or blood or a swab from your nose, عينة, or throat to see what infection you have. So this is our lesson. It was about viruses and bacteria, and as we have studied, we now aware about the differences between them. As usual, we have questions to be answered. Have a look at the questions. The answers are included in the text, of course. Have a look at the first question.
Why can't virus and bacteria be seen by the naked eye?
Yes, naked eye. Why can't viruses and bacteria be seen by the naked eye? In other words, why can't we see them? Why?
Because they are very small.
Yes, excellent, brilliant. Because they are very small, because they are very tiny. Let's check our answer. Because they are tiny. Very small means. Thank you, Hannah. Let's try the second one. Who will try? Who will try?
Where can bacteria survive? They can survive on its own, inside or outside the body.
Oh, very good, Hannah. Thank you very much. Let's check our answer. Where can bacteria survive? Where can bacteria live? They can survive on their own, inside or outside the body. Thank you. Let's see the third one. Who will try?
By decomposing organic matter and by converting nature to chemical,
Chemical, yes. Chemical. Okay.
by planets.
Okay. Thank you very much, Hannah. In what ways means how? In what ways? It means the same as how. How are bacteria useful to nature? Let's check the answer. By decomposing organic matter and by converting nitrogen to chemicals usable by plants. Yes. The fourth one. Who will try?
What do viruses require to multiply?
What do viruses need? Require me need. What does viruses need or require to multiply? Yes.
They need a host such as a human or an animal.
Yes, right you are. Brilliant. Right. Let's check our answer. They need a host, such as a human or an animal to multiply. They need a host. Yeah. Let's check the fifth one. Who will try? Okay, go on, Anna.
Why is it difficult to know what causes infection?
Why is it difficult?
Because
Yes.
the viral and bacteria infection can cause similar symptoms.
Yes,
Symptom.
very good. Excellent. Let's check the answer. Because viral and bacterial infections can cause similar symptoms. Yes. And the sixth question, we have already answered it. They asked about what does it refer to in the first paragraph, and they here, it's here. What does they refer to? We have already answered this question. Okay. This was the text. It was about virus and bacteria, and you were very brilliant. I would thank you very much for your preparation, for your answers, for your reaction. And we will continue the next lesson. Is there any question?
No
Yeah,
question.
thank you, my dear students, my future doctor, أطباء المستقبل. See you later. Bye bye.